Merhabalar, kanalımıza hoş geldiniz. Bugün farklı bir yayın, farklı bir içerikle karşınızdayız. Araba süreceğiz, hem de Tesla. Herkesin hayali bir Tesla'sı belki de. Cameron karşılayacak bizleri. Tesla ile ilgili benim merak ettiğim soruları ona soracağım. Normal araçlardan Tesla'yı ayıran faktör nedir onu soracağız. Tottenham'dayız bu arada. Hello Cameron, how are you?
Hello, hi Fatma, welcome.
Thank
Welcome to Tesla
you.
Tottenham.
Yes, today you're going to introduce maybe our dream cars to us and our audience. Let's start. Which one is your favorite?
Well, we have the Model 3 over here, which is a little bit of a smaller vehicle. It's very popular in the UK.
Yeah.
And we have this one here, which is the Model Y. So it's a little bit more spacious.
Yeah.
You can fit a bit more room in the boot for your bags, anything you're carrying. And this one is actually the most popular car in the world.
And it has lovely color.
Yeah,
really
we
like
call
the
this cherry
colour.
red.
We're going to talk about prices as well.
Yeah.
And even me, I was thinking like, oh, Tesla, it's too expensive. I can't afford it. But the prices are very...
This one starts at about £350 a month.
£350 a month.
Yeah. So it's quite affordable.
Fingers crossed, good credit scores
Yeah,
will help these days, yeah?
definitely.
Okay, tell us about this car then.
Great. So this, like I said, this car is the most popular car in the world.
Yeah.
It was the best-selling electric vehicle in the UK last year. It was the third best-selling car in the UK.
Bestseller.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's very popular, and you can see inside there's lots of space for the driver, for the passengers, lots of space in the boot as well. So it's really popular with families.
Yeah.
If you just look into the back seats here, you can actually see how much room there is.
Yeah. Let
This
me
is
just see.
Yeah. One of the key things about Tesla is that we have all the batteries at the bottom of the floor as well.
Yeah.
So we have even more room on the inside, even if you're in the middle seat. It's quite good.
Of course, yeah.
I'll show you the boot as well.
Let's see.
This is all automatic. This comes as standard. And if we just pop this up,
Whoa.
you can see it goes all the way back and even down here.
And more space there.
So people really like all this room.
Of course.
And you can get about 373 miles on a single charge.
Yeah.
So you can really go anywhere with the Tesla. We've got 1,700 superchargers in the UK, and the navigation system in the Tesla will automatically route you to a supercharger, even if it looks like you're going to run out of charge.
It's lovely. Here we go.
Yeah?
Which one? That one. And I've heard about preheating system as well. Some people, they don't like getting in cold cars.
Yeah.
And you know, while you're stationary, your engine must be off.
Yep.
So tell us about that.
Well, one of the best features about Tesla is the app on your phone. So everybody has a smartphone these days.
Okay.
And with a Tesla, you can just preheat the car from your app. So this means that when you're getting ready in the morning, the car is preheating,
Especially with
getting
young
hot in the
children,
morning.
yeah, it's very cold getting in the car.
It's
in the
exactly my
morning.
situation.
Yeah.
You don't want the kids to be cold. Your phone is actually your key as well. So when your phone walks near the car, it'll automatically unlock. And when your phone walks away from the car, it will lock.
And we have to download the application.
Download the Tesla app,
Tesla.
and it'll just integrate with the car automatically.
It's crazy, actually. It's like...
It's awesome. If you go inside, I'll show you the seats.
Okay, let's get in the car. Okay, you do like that. Get in the car. Okay. Tell us about this system. How many cameras? Because it's recording everything. It was showing everything around me, even people who walks around, and the cars, everything.
So we use the cars inside, we use the cameras inside the car for a lot of artificial intelligence, AI. Let me turn this music off.
Yeah.
And you've basically got a full, you can actually see on this camera.
Yeah.
Full vision around the car. So when you're driving, you can see any obstacles. We use this for safety. So the car will automatically brake if the car in front of you is braking as well. So it helps you avoid crashes. We call that active safety.
Yeah.
So this Model Y was actually the highest rated car in safety at the time of testing. No other car was safer than that during the Euro NCAP testing in 2022. We do that through the cameras, we do that through the way the car is made, a combination of hard metals, soft metals, and rule number one is protect the occupant in the car.
And insurance-wise, I was like thinking insurance will be too high on these cars, and we made a little research. It's not, because it's more safer than the other cars. And
Yeah. I mean, insurance can be. It
it depends on
changes
people's
on the people.
circumstances, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
but
But no, I think people are finding that Teslas are quite reasonable for all types of affordability, whether it's insurance, the monthly costs you pay, even charging is so much cheaper than petrol.
Yeah, no one's expecting us to just come and pay hundreds of £1,000s and get the car. It's, as I said, fingers crossed, if they have
it's an ongoing
Yeah.
process, isn't it? You
Of
pay
course.
monthly for cars.
Yeah.
And one of the really cool things about Tesla is that there's no servicing costs attached. So you don't have to get an annual service on your car. You can do if you'd like. We wouldn't necessarily push you to.
Yeah.
And when you do service your car, you can either bring it back to a Tesla location, it's all booked and done through the app, or we can actually come to your house and service it on your driveway or outside the office. You wouldn't even know. We're like fairies in the night.
How about MOT?
MOT would be required after 3 years.
After
and
3 years?
That's for any new car.
Yeah. And
Shall I show you some fun things?
sure.
So we have what's called the toy box. And this is my favorite. This is romance mode.
About mental health, it's time to talk.
Oh,
So hot air is going to come out of the air conditioning. It's going to
Really?
feel like a fire. It's quite fun.
is that safe? Should we do that while we are
Not
driving?
while you're driving.
While stationary, you can have romantic times.
Yeah.
In the
And if
car.
you're sat there charging,
Yeah.
you'll really only be charging for maybe 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, you'll get about 150 miles. But during those 15 minutes, you could just start watching Netflix, which
course.
is quite fun.
And you've got application on your phone right now?
Yeah.
Can we start the car without the key?
How does it?
Yeah.
Do we have the car? The car
We
here?
don't have the car key for this car,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll show you the Tesla app as well.
Let's show Tesla. There was another question, MOT. How about road tax? Is it expensive on these cars?
Road tax is actually quite affordable, so I'd have to check online, but electric vehicles until April this year, I'm pretty sure there is zero road tax to pay.
Yeah.
Dışarıdakini deneyebiliriz.
Okay, let's start another car. He said while we start the car, we can maybe go for a drive. Yeah,
Yeah.
outside.
What-
Let's go outside. Sure.
Why don't I just show you the rear screen in the Model 3 for passengers in the back?
Yeah.
This is quite a nice one.
How much is this one? Did you check the prices for this one? Because you said this is more affordable.
£39,000, this one.
39,000.
Yeah. And I think the monthly cost would be around 300 and something. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, when we're done with the finance, when we pay for it, the car will be us. How
That
long-
would be a PCP loan, so you'd have to pay a lump sum at the end. But we have lots of different ways of financing the car. So if you wanted, you could pay nothing at the end, but you might have a higher monthly cost.
Okay, they can just come and check. They can come ask you questions. They can
Come
even
in,
have
hop
a
inside,
half
have a
an
test
hour
drive.
test drive.
Yeah, that's something that we say to everybody. Everybody's heard about electric cars. You might have heard some confusing things, some scary things, but actually everyone who owns electric cars, they just love them.
If we
like to
drive
think
this, we can't drive any other cars. Let me
that's
say.
yeah.
Let me say that. It's like
It's too nice. It's too
wow,
fun.
like it's very quiet. It's you don't have to just go to, especially manual one. You don't have to just press the clutch
Exactly
and change
that.
the gear. It's lovely.
We find that once people sit inside the cars, they really understand it. So we would just recommend pop in, have a test drive. You don't need to pay for it. You don't need to put a deposit down. You don't even need to talk about buying a car if you don't want. Just come and experience it.
Yeah, when you book for test drive, they don't ask you how much do you have. Are you gonna afford this car? Are you gonna be able to drive? Just bring your driving license. They don't.
That's it.
Did you ask us if you have insurance or another car?
No, we'll cover
You
the
didn't?
insurance.
You
Yeah,
covered.
just as long as you bring a driving license and you're over the age of, I think, 25, then come in and have a go and experience electric. That's all we'd say.
Which one is the most popular one? People are booking it's already booked.
People love this one because it's so big and it's lots of space for families.
It's higher than the.
It's a little bit higher up.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit sporty, so I can see why some people like this as well. One of my favorite features on this one, actually, if you want to come round, you can see that there's a screen in the back.
Yeah.
So if you have kids,
Screen
they
on
can
the
watch
back?
Netflix whilst they're driving.
And the steering wheel, you can just arrange it to your height, weight, and everything.
Yeah. It will do it automatically. So if your phone is unlocking the car, as you approach the car and then open it, the seat and the steering wheel will adjust to your height. So that's quite nice. So you sit in the car and it automatically adjusts. It says, hello, Fatima, and we're going to adjust the seats to how you like it. If it was my phone, it would adjust the seats to how I like it, and the mirrors on the side as well.
These are the future. The technology is not anyway. It's here right now.
It's here. It's
yeah,
here right
it's
now.
not in the future like.
Yeah, and it's surprisingly affordable. It's a very, very popular car in the UK, and like I said, the Model Y, this one is the most popular car in the world of any type of vehicle.
Should we go outside and have a test drive?
Yeah.
And we are getting confused, you know, while you said don't press brake, and it's just gas. When you press it goes. When you stop it stops. It's
Yeah.
like
We like to think it's a little bit like a go-kart.
Yeah.
It's very fun to drive, and we have, you know, the handbrake is automatic, so you don't need to worry about pulling the handbrake on. When you drive, we'll automatically do what's called regenerative braking.
Yeah.
So when you take your foot off the accelerator, we're putting that charge back into the battery.
And the charging system, it shows how much charge we have, and as you said, the navigation will locate us to nearest charging.
Yeah. So if you're doing a really long drive to somewhere like London to Edinburgh, you might not have enough battery to do that. So the car will actually work out where you need to stop. It'll tell you how long you need to stop, and that's because the car knows the battery, it knows your destination, it knows the maps, and it knows how busy the charging sites are. And we've got 1,700 superchargers in the UK right now, so you can get anywhere on the road.
Okay, now let's go for a
Let's
test
do a
drive.
test drive. If you go in on that side, I'll go in the passenger side.
This is how we open it. Lovely. Okay. So let me just
So I can change. There you go.
make sure that I can reach the gas. Yeah. Okay. Put your seatbelts on. Now what do I do?
So if you put your foot on the brake
Brake.
and then you pull down on the so this is changing the seat to the previous owner. Don't worry about it. If you move the seat now,
Wow.
it will move back to how you like it.
It's amazing.
Save it.
That's the music. Okay. So how do we?
If you
Just
put your
put-
foot on the brake and you pull that down into, actually push it up to reverse.
Push up to reverse.
Yeah. There you go. And then you,
Foot off the brake.
no,
And then-
yeah, you can just drive.
This is reverse, yeah? Okay, let's check the
Yeah.
back. Make sure there's no one there. So, and then?
And then do the exact same. So put your foot on the brake and then
Okay.
pull the gear stalk
Down.
down and let's drive.
Oh, each cars are different as well. So,
A little bit different. This is actually a slightly older one, but it's
Yeah.
still representative.
so it's to signal, is it this one? Okay.
Yep.
Just
So
to make
let's go around there.
sure. Yeah.
And then what we'll do is we'll reverse park into one of the charging bays,
Charging
but
bays.
we can let the car park for us. So if you slow down in front of one of these,
Yeah.
you'll see a P on here. So let's see if we can get one of these to shine up. Ah,
Okay.
yes.
I stop here.
Now, if you press that blue button, the car will park itself.
I don't have to do
You
anything.
don't have to do anything with your hands or your feet.
Not
The
even
car- Yeah.
touching the steering. Okay. What? Don't do that. I'm scared.
So if you press brake, the car will cancel. You can also just override the steering wheel. So do pay attention at all times during this.
Yeah. It's parking by itself. And it's
it.
done.
Now let's go and charge.
And then you park it.
That's it.
Of course. Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
there's two ways. You can either press that, or if you press that button there.
Press.
If you aim it and press that button, it
Okay.
opens automatically.
Okay.
That's it. The car is
How
charging.
much do we pay normally for this?
For a full charge, you might be paying around £10, something
Yeah.
like that.
Full charge.
Yeah, and that'll get you about
How many miles will it take us?
300 and something miles. It depends on how previously the battery was charged, whether it was empty or full, and these can change in their price. So in the middle of the day, they might be more expensive. Overnight, they're cheaper.
Oh,
So,
so this is how we know it's charging.
this is how you know it's charging. And if you look into the screen,
Yeah.
if you look inside the car, you can see how long left until a full charge. You can see the charge speed as well.
It shows.
Do it. Yeah, there you go. And that's it.
That's
Just
it.
plug in and walk
That's
away.
it. Yes.
Super easy.
So we're gonna get one of the cars. It's for TV Londra, and we're gonna go around, drive around.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make some contents out of it
Have some fun
and have some fun.
and let me know how it feels to drive electric with no emissions.
Of course. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You can watch yourself on TV Londra. Evet. Subtitle kullanın artık. Çeviri yapmaya çalışacaktım ama o kadar hızlı akıcı oldu ki yayın. Tesla Tottenham'da online girip Tesla'dan bir test drive ayarlayabilirsiniz. Kendiniz için yarım saat boyunca gelip arabayı alıp kullanıp getirebilirsiniz. Yayının başında söylememiştim. Şimdi açıklayayım hemen. Herhangi bir ücret ödemenize gerek yok ama kaza olursa 2500 pound access fee olacak. Onu olacak. TV Londra için bir araba veriyorlar bize. Bir hafta boyunca sokaklarda bizi Tesla ile görürseniz şaşırmayın. Sağ olsunlar böyle bir kolaylık sağladılar. Bir hafta boyunca bir bakalım kaç tane içerik üreteceğiz Tesla aracımız ile. Yeni buraya kadar izlediyseniz yorum yapmayı, paylaşmayı ihmal etmeyin. Kendinize çok iyi bakın efendim. Hoşçakalın. Bu tarz içerikler ve daha fazlasının gelmesini istiyorsanız YouTube kanalımız bizler için çok